Ooh, close that door. Hello! How is it going, everyone? I'm back for some more Sassuolo playthrough, and obviously last episode was cut a bit short, but I think it was a long episode simply because there was so much transfer and pre-season stuff actually to get through. So that is why, well, also I got kicked off the computer by my girlfriend, but that is why there wasn't too much going on in the last live stream, and it was just kind of good to get it out there. But we're going to be going live with some games today. I'm not sure how many we're going to get in. I think I've got an hour or so to play before the missus comes home. Now, if you missed the last episode, I do recommend you check it out. If you click the card that will be in the top right-hand corner, hopefully, if I remember to put it there, you should see exactly what went on. Kind of a bit more of a breakdown of some of the signings and my thoughts and feelings behind it all. But because I like to do a little recap of what happened in the last episode, I'm going to do a quick one here. So you can see the outgoings here. Morel went. He wasn't happy with his playing time. He wanted to get out there. Pamini and Pagola retired. Biondi, although good, ran out of contract, and I didn't really need to keep him. Gazzola, another player who from the first team who decided to give up the remainder of his contract, obviously, and I wasn't really that keen in signing him. And then we just had a load of players from the youth academy who weren't really going to be worth anything. Tony Ragusa went to Huddersfield for 500,000, not too shabby if you ask me. Claude Ajpong we sent out on loan. Marcelo Trotter went over to Cordoba, who is in the, I believe, the Spanish first division. Nicolas Piorini went out on loan because he's not a bad-looking youngster. Acerbi went to Juventus. He wasn't happy getting no Champions League, so he wanted out, and I was more than happy to accept the amount of money that came back, which funded the rest of our team. Ferrari, again, although a good player, not really going to be enough to get in this side. Consigli wanted to go. He was not happy I blocked his transfer to Roma in the first place, so he decided to go. Would have liked to get more money for him, but I wasn't really thinking that clearly. The legend Gary Hooper has decided to vacate us for 1.5 to Pescara. Although I still think he's a good striker, he's not really going to help us reach the heights we want to go to. Antti has disappeared. Ranella and Emenike have been given the boot. And then I think we've just got a load of youth players who are looking quite tasty that we want to develop. Now, the people who came in, obviously we knew Ricci was coming. I discussed that during the actual season itself last year. We brought in Irvin Zukanovic, who's a nice guy who was just sitting in the Roma under-21s team. He was playing for Atlanta last year. Very good stat-wise, pretty much almost on a par with Acerbi. Emmanuel Swagger, who's going to be our backup centre-back. I thought he had more room to grow than this, but for a free transfer, not bad at all. Leandro Castan, a much better version of Di Michelis, and together him and Zukanovic have got all the stats you need at the back. Duvan Zapata has come over from Napoli as our striker, which I was very happy about. Giuseppe Rossi, although getting on, free transfer for that I think is very tasty. Lucas Fabianski, our most expensive transfer of the season from the transfer window. I'm very happy with that. I think it's an upgrade on Consigli. Brought in Willy Caballero, which there were some doubts about because he is earning a lot more than Fabianski, who's going to be our starting keeper. But I like to have a keeper who I can rely on if it does come to the fact that Fabianski gets injured. I can bring on Caballero, who is still very good stat-wise. I hate relying on a keeper who's bad, but I will admit that maybe, although I feel like I had a very financially savvy transfer window, I feel like that was the only part where I was like, maybe could have done better there. But it's hard getting good keepers, I feel like, especially in this current year. Dusan Basta was hoping to get a better fullback who was younger, but stat-wise, I think this is probably the best I could get with the money I had. And Michel Chavion, who's not really a player we're that interested in, but he cost me absolutely nothing, and it's best to have players regardless of what they really do. And I suppose for some games that I don't really care about, he can fill in and give someone a day off. So, there you are, all caught up on what happened in the transfer window. Sudi saying that Rossi is a decent signing. Thank you very much, man. Krause's in here. Sup, man? Playing FM myself right now. What save are you playing as, my boy? I'd like to hear that. And Express Hunted says hi, hello. Lorcan Sherry says hello as well. Glad you boys have jumped in here. In fact, just before we get ourselves started, I am going to jump on... I am going to tweet this out quickly if I can. Oh god, Firefox is doing stuff. I like to log in on the other one just to quickly give myself quick access to the other stream. Let's continue on anyway. I don't know if I actually did it. We need to quickly go over to the tactics menu because I wanted to set myself up to have a different tactic, one that I'm hoping to employ if the our normal what am I, Bristolian? Our normal one doesn't work out. At least we can play with that. But obviously Magnanelli will not play there. So yeah, set that up just for reference, and they can build on that. And not too bad at that one already. They're still very good at our last formation as well, which is the one we're going to roll with to start with. Can I find this link? Right, let's have a look. I don't really care about Jankovic. Basta could do with some fitness, but he's probably going to play, so it's not really that necessary. Duvan ZAPATA could do with a bit of a run out. I'm going to actually not let them go out. Christian Cannavaro can go because I want him to stay fit and, you know, get as much experience as possible. Nicholas Frey doesn't really need it. You could do with it, just you're not going to play. We'll keep Falcinelli close to us because I want to make sure that he is getting, well, if we need him, you never know. I'm just going to quickly tweet out this save. At this rate, I think my girlfriend is due back home at 8. Middlesbrough make transfer offer for Torres. That is an interesting. I did try and sign him. There were quite a few people who I tried to sign last year at the winter break, and they either weren't it. I was very close to signing Torres, but he said that because he wants to run out his contract and see if they offer him a new one or just see where he's at. So he is not being very helpful at that point, which saddened me because he's actually got very good stats on FM, I feel like. So that was a bit disappointing nonetheless. Very good preseason. Yeah, I was quite happy with the stuff that I got. Nicholas Frey, they've come in for an offer of 65,000. No, he's staying at the club, whether he likes it or not, just because I'm not accepting that. That's a terrible offer. Now, I haven't really got any money. I do actually need to start to offload some of the players who are not going to get registered and still lurking about in the club, like Yamello. Who else is in there? There's a couple of boys that I don't want to keep. Like, if I can get rid of Jankovic, even though he's not really doing too much. Ben Mee's actually on my list of targets from last season and people who I was looking to sign. I did want to sign a young centre-back who would potentially go on to be a great player, but I don't think that's going to be the case with the fact that we got no money. You've got a save with Burton, which is proper interesting, and one with Everton. Nice. Andre Lammers. Do I want to bring him on? I don't think I need him. The only thing is he's fast. He's got okay stats for a fullback, but do I need him? Have I got someone that can play like Zukanovic, Peluso? I don't think I've got much of a choice because I don't actually have another left back. Let's bring him on anyway. What's the worst can happen? He just sits there and doesn't do anything. That's the only area I'm slightly worried about, is the fact that we don't have a solid backup for Peluso. And you know what's going to happen. He's going to get injured for some reason. Right. What have we got? Yeah, I want to get rid of Laribi, Jankovic, Emmanuel Thomas, Iamello. And then the rest are just sitting here for the sake of it. Sensi is injured, so he can come out. I think that otherwise we've got everyone we really need. Let's bring on him just in case, because who knows, we might need a left back. I'd probably prefer to get... How well can Zukanovic play left back? Not bad. What about Basta? How good is he at left back? He's not great. There's no one really else that can play there. Castan can't play there. Could we put Nicholas Frey there? I don't really want to play him, but I suppose if I've got to, then that's what we've got to do. Right, everything's good though. Okay, shall we... Let's keep Magnanelli in to start with. We're going to go Berardi. I think I might put Politano as an inside forward on support. Instructions, right. We're at home, so I definitely want to go control. And I want to go at higher tempo, play fairly wide. Let's hit those flanks. And let's go with that. Right, so I'm going to go wide. This is basically what we've been doing from last season. No, let's just keep flexible. I don't think we need to go fluid right now. So here's your lineup. Fabianski, Peluso, Leonardo Castan, Zukanovic, Basta, Magnanelli, Pellegrini, Duncan, Politano, Berardi, and Giuseppe Rossi up top. We've got an abundance of substitutes, which is the one good thing about Serie A. Is for some reason they love to give you as many. Let's put Cannavaro on the bench as well, just in case we need to get him out there. And let's Bastan's lacking match fitness. That's fine. Let's also auto number these because I don't really care. Continues to right. So they're playing a very narrow formation. No one I particularly immediately recognise. Actually, I do recognise Sheik. He's not a bad little player. I think someone suggested him before. Lots of potential on him. Another guy, Fabio, who is just going to be a big target man, isn't he? Lots of actual talent in this side, which is slightly worrying. Oh, their defenders look pretty tasty as well. Where did they get that guy from? And how are the fullbacks? They're not bad either. Not bad at all. I want some of those bad boys. I need to get some money so I can get some proper fullbacks, don't I? Right, I'm also going to mark up these forwards because I hate having them unmarked. I'm also going to close down the central attacking midfielder. Looks like they're going to overlap these guys, the fullbacks, and they're going to push up depending on how this goes. And then passionately say, yeah, we lost to Sampdoria last season, didn't we? So let's get out there and let's win this one. Get the match stats up. There we go. Right, now I can actually talk to you lot. Lorcan, when I play FM, I always look at my opponent's recent results. If that team loses, I look at the formation that team they played against and use it against that opponent. Interesting. I don't know. I feel like sometimes if you read too much into what the opponent does, it can be your undoing. I used to be very much in the try and play the counter formation to what they're, which, you know, like in all sense of what it should do. It should work, but it's not always the case. Let's see if these guys have got to shake off some cobwebs. Here comes Duncan into the box, and Skriniar takes that one away. And he's calmly going to... Well, that's not calm. He's pumped the ball up the other end of the pitch. Not a bad start, but Sampdoria have the ball in our half. What are they going to do with it? They are going to go backwards. Regini plays Torreira. Plays Silvestre. Kigliorini. Goes for... What on earth is that? What on earth is that? You're kidding me. What is that? What on earth is that? Like, what? What is that? What is this goal? Right. What does this deflect? What even? Okay, right. Not the most impressive debut from Fabianski, if I'm honest with you. Wow, Sampdoria have got the ball again. Okay, well, we moved out of the relegation zone, thankfully. Right. Let's see what we're doing here. Sheik has got the ball. Running through on goal. Good tackle there from the boys. And Zukanovic is going to chase after it. And he's going to pump that long to Giuseppe Rossi, who actually performs a terrible tackle. Let's ask him to concentrate. They've got a lot of width for a team that are playing very narrow. Sheik's come in from the left-hand side, and Zukanovic makes sure he keeps his eyes on that one. Let's actually lower the tempo and make sure we're retaining the ball a bit more, because this is not exactly what I was... Like, I can understand if you just go behind, but 2 minutes in from a random effort from 30-odd yards, that Fabianski... It hit the bar, in fairness, but it looked like a really poor effort on the 2D. Bruno Fernandes takes in the free kick. Magnanelli's going to clear it. What's up, Flinny? Yeah, a bit of a rough start, I have to admit. We've not really done much. Right, Duncan's got the ball, and he's giving it out to Politano. Maybe we need to bring our wingers in it slightly. Politano looking to whip the ball in, and it goes out for corner. I actually do need to put the training on some of my guys. Maybe practice corners a bit more. Come up with some interesting corner tactics. Duncan's got it. What can he do? We know how dangerous he is from here. Pellegrini with the shot! I'm surprised he didn't shoot, but fair enough. Unselfishly gives it to Pellegrini, who takes an effort, and it's a well-played save. Peluso goes for the cross, and it's gone out for another corner this time. Why is Sampdoria such an absolute arse to play against? There's always these one or two teams that just give me so much aggro for no reason. Right, Politano hits the ball, and it goes out for another corner. And here he comes again. Plays it out wide. Duncan heads it down to Pellegrini. Gives it to Giuseppe Rossi. And there he goes. Giuseppe Rossi equals it up. No biggie. First goal. Debut season. Debut goal for the boys. He's like, don't worry, Syria. I'm still in this. I'm still kicking about. And I've got something to show you. Duncan with a towering header to Pellegrini. Lays it off to Rossi. He strikes it low and hard into the corner. And we're back on level terms. That's what I like to see, boys. That is what I like to see. I haven't actually got a drink of the day. 2 seconds. As soon as I say that, Suni's actually just popped up. Drink of the day, question mark. Hold on. I'll leave you in suspense while I get one. I just wanted to get home and get this started. If I concede, I won't be impressed. Because I'm on a tight schedule, I've had to, I literally got home, turned the stream on straight away because I want to maximise my time, so I haven't even had dinner. So we've got a few jammy dodgers. There's your snack of the day. And we've got Morrison's Summer Fruits Juice Drink. I'm not really a Morrison's shopper, even though it's literally down the road from me. Although, equally, we've also got Tesco that's in the opposite direction down the road. But yeah, I was quite impressed with Morrison's, the shop. I didn't go in there myself. My girlfriend went because I was busy working at the weekend, casting the Call of Duty event that just went. First cast of Call of Duty since September when the World Champs are on. And got some nice little things, actually. Jammy Dodger. Right. I'm a little bit worried how much Sampdoria are having here. I might actually have to go standard or counter-attack. Berardi's moving for him. I want to see something from Berardi because everyone hypes him up so big. And he was really poor for me last season. Flinney is upset that Gary Hooper's left. I'm sorry, but if I didn't desperately need the cash, then I would have kept him around just for the sake of it. Oh, Peluso, you can't be doing that. You were doing it loads last season, just making random fouls. If I didn't desperately need him, the money, then I probably would have kept him around just for banter's sake. I like keeping... See, Football Manager's so much funnier when you play with banter people. Like, Benji's got it unlocked, bringing in Danny Graham, even though he's absolutely terrible. Let's waste 500k on Danny Graham. Oh, poor naive Benji. He's always got Adam LaFondra. Why does he need another big guy up top? Either way. That's why I like getting the occasional banterous player. Berardi plays Rossi. He's got one man on the overlap. He goes for the shot. Selfish! Oh! He's selfish! And that's what you get with Giuseppe Rossi! What a goal! The man has come out. He's just like... He goes, Flinney, I know you had a special place in your heart. Special place in your heart for Gary Hooper. But I'm Giuseppe Rossi, mate. I'm going to bag you a goal no matter what. That one was dedicated to you. I've just got a text message from the missus. She's coming home. Stuck another jammy dozer in my mouth. See what the boys have got for us. Got a goal kit. Not a goal kit. Corner. Let me get that away. It probably sounds disgusting. It probably sounds like wet cement being churned. Or a cock being sucked. Either one. Things are going okay now. However, Sampdoria do look good on the attack. Good defending. Who is that? Number 31. Show me. Leandro Castan. Yeah, apparently Berardi's OP, but he's not been great for me. I have been tempted to switch it to, like, what Benji actually does. You know, he plays, like, 3 strikers, but they end up playing almost as wingers. Go on, switch that, Rossi. Oh, what? You can't end a high like that. Like that. Rossi takes a free kick short to Duncan, gives it to Pellegrini. Let's work from the back, boys. How are they going to move here? Pellegrini's on it. He loves a long-range shot. Rossi! Yes! Hat-trick on the debut! Yes! Oh, Rossi, gimme! Splurge all over my face! Hat-trick on the debut! What a boy! Look at that! What idiots! Free transfer! A free transfer he was, and I've bagged a hat-trick in the first half of our first game. He's on a mad one. Absolute mad one. Oh my, what a guy. Oh, that's perked me right up. I think I'm going to go structured for the last 10 minutes at least, just to make sure that we don't need a lot of people to contribute to the attacking phases of the game. We've got a free one. Just hold on to the ball, keep cool, keep calm. I'm going to also tell them to... No, I'm not going to actually say anything. I don't want to distract them. I'm telling them to concentrate. Definitely did work. Bloody hell. I might have to sub off Giuseppe Rossi, you know. Oh, he's gone. Oh, Berardi! It's 4-1! What has happened? What has actually happened in this game? Never ever do games usually go this smoothly. Like, I never go 4-1 up in the first half. Giuseppe Rossi with the assist as well. Berardi with the header at the back post. It's all coming up Millhouse, boys. It's all coming up Millhouse. I'm actually a little gutted that I'm only going to get 1 game in here. Wow. I'm subbing Rossi off at half-time, I think, because I don't want a situation where all of it... You know what happens when people score hat-tricks so early on. They get injured. I think it's time for Duvan Zapata to make his appearance. Oh, no, Rossi, don't do it to them. Don't do it to them. He's giving it to Berardi. Oh, I thought he was going to do it to them. Oh, I'm excited now. This has been a good game. It was a bit shaky at first, but admittedly, that was an outrageously weird goal. We need a Rossi chant, don't we? Go on, Rossi. Oh. What kind of songs can I make with the name Rossi? I could call him Diana Rossi. Quick chat, give me some songs that have the word Ross or Rossi or something like that. You think Rossi has a bad injury record? Yeah. Well, that's why we need to get him off pronto. Half time, we'll bring on Duvan Zapata. Big header from Zukanovic. Pellegrini's got it. He's charging forward. They're out for blood. Viviano's not had a good day in front of goal. I mean, in between the sticks. Hooper's chant was a thing of beauty. It was literally bloody Will Griggs chant. Oh, big header from Politano. It was Will Griggs chant, but with Gary Hooper instead. Oh. Cynical Lawman. He's back from Holes. I wonder where you went, you big boy. You Rossi, you fine, you so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Rossi. Oh, Rossi, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Rossi. I mean, it's not bad. I'm very pleased. I can't say more. We're going to take Rossi off just because I don't want him getting injured, and we're going to put ZAPATA up front. And honestly, maybe apart from Basta, I think I'm okay with how things are going so far. Let's just get out there again. Yeah, I'm actually alright with how that's going. Let's keep going. Back in Finland with the missus' parents. What have I missed? Well, you've missed Giuseppe Rossi just bag a first half hat-trick. That's what you missed. We're top of the league, boys. Take a screenshot while it lasts, because it's not going to last. Politano drives into the box. He's good at that. Oh, Juvan. ZAPATA trying to get in there. This is good. Right, let's look at the other results. Kessie Barbo is playing for Atalanta. I think he was at Cagliari or Crotone something last year. Pereira. Got Empoli, Pucciarelli, whatever, scored. That's 1-1. Napoli are up 3-1. Bruma has scored 2 goals, and Jermaine, not my Jermaine, Zerona, looks like not everyone's playing today. Oh no, or they have played today. Oh, this is good. Okay, so Atlanta are apparently ahead of us. Okay, because they're 4-0 up, right. That's unfair. They're 4-0 up against Bologna of all teams. So it looks like you are getting these. These are the teams that we're looking out for. I feel like we're also missing one. Juventus, Napoli, Roma, AC Milan. Oh, that's the top 4. Is there anyone else we should be worried about? No, these are the teams we're looking to beat. Obviously, last year we drew and beat AC Milan. I don't know how. Roma we lost to and beat. Napoli we lost to and beat. Juventus we lost to twice. It's Inter Milan. We're Inter. Wow, they're losing, or they lost. I can't remember. I don't know who they played. And Inter Milan, who we lost to twice. Krause's got to go. Catch you later, mate. I'm not streaming for too long. The missus is coming home. So, yeah. You're going to play your Napoli save after this, Lorcan. I'd love to hear it, mate. Sudi is, yeah, it is Inter. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm trying to get into streaming these on a regular basis. It's just hard. Like, I'm so busy at the moment. Like, I'm working on the weekend, so I don't have the time. And the missus obviously demands my attention, so it can be a little bit difficult. And then I'm on top of just getting a stream off, I'm also trying to stream MW3, which had a really successful stream, even in the middle of the day on Monday. So I wanted to thank everyone for that if they tuned in. It was really fun. Oh, Duncan with the shot. I don't think there's much to really... I'm not even paying attention to the game anymore because I think it's kind of said and done at this point. But yeah, like I had loads of people just watching in at one point. I had like 20 or 30 new subscribers just from streaming. So it seems like although people would probably prefer me to stream on Twitch, like doing it on YouTube has definitely come out to be more successful and a bit more beneficial, if anything. Oh, Salah's got the ball. It's good defending there. Who's going to follow it up now? Politano is going to clear that one. He's going out to Salah. Might have to... I think my next substitution, I might take off Basta because he's on a yellow card. Oh, Sampdoria made 2 substitutions here. But, oh, they've gone for... They've still got a very narrow formation. But Bonazzoli has come on. And we've got... Who else is it? Ricky Alvarez. Let's make sure he's closed down. Looks like Sampdoria are having a spell as well. Oh no, we're going forward. Basta plays Pellegrini. Gets to Magnanelli. I mean, that money that we got from Acerbi seems to have done... It just... Actually, you know what? We had... Ricci was a free transfer. Rossi was a free transfer. Swagger was a free transfer. My 2 centre-backs weren't that expensive. The only one we... I say the 2 people we benefited most from the Acerbi money was... Fabianski cost 5 mil. ZAPATA cost about 2.5, and then I think Basta cost about 2 million. Oh, come on! Fabianski, save something today. Ricky Alvarez has scored a goal, which I'm not happy about at all. What? Who's marking him? I mean, I can't... The thing is, you can only expect so much on your defence, really. And what I hated last year is, although we had... let's just calm down. Hold on to the ball. I might actually go balanced as well. Last year we should have won a lot of games, but we just didn't score enough goals. And you know, I know it's early doors and we've only played one game, but it looks like this year it might not be such a bad problem. Can we not let them get back into this? If we throw this away, I'll be so angry. You really enjoy the series being live, love the instant reactions and playing. Yeah, I enjoy wanting to do. There's so much, like, if I did a video, there's so much that actually goes into a Football Manager video that you just literally can't show off. So to be able to do it live and show you everything without having to worry or sweat about it all, it at least gives me a chance to kind of show you all the tactics I make. I think last year wasn't so bad, because usually if I make a tactical change and it works out, I'll show you it, but last year I wouldn't say that's the case. If we made a change, it was probably just because we were banging on the door and eventually we're going to score anyway. Or, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think there was as many amazing tactical turnarounds, if you know what I mean. Whereas in, like, other FM7s, you can make a change and it, like, turns the game around out of nowhere or whatever. And I don't think that was so much the case last year. It's probably the most standard kind of gameplay you would see. Like, if I was going to win the game, if I was meant to win the game, I'd usually win the game. If I wasn't meant to win the game, I'd lose the game. And there's not much that kind of changed or influenced those in itself. But yeah, now, although it's 4-2, I am now just worried because they are putting a lot of pressure on us. And I don't like it. No, not that one. Let's certainly tighten up. Come on, hold the ball better. Might be time to lower the... get some short passes off. Start playing MW3 again after the stream trial. Jesus, can we mark up Ricky Alvarez? I'm actually going to drop people deeper as well. Be more disciplined, please. I'm also going to ask him to stick position. I'm just I don't like actually playing on stream that much, simply because I just worry. Oh, Divan's got in there. Oh, my... Oh, imagine both your new strikers scoring their debuts. He's rocketed it across the bar. Oh. What do I play on PC apart from this? Mainly this. I was playing a bit of Battlegrounds and H1Z1, but they just don't hold my attention enough. And I don't have people to play it with. I don't like playing by myself. It's just a rant. I don't like it. Other than that, it's just this on PC mainly. What do I think about Roque Mesa to Swansea? I don't really have an opinion, if I'm honest. I don't know too much about Roque Mesa anyway. Choby's meant to be leaving to go to Turkey IRL. Oh, that's interesting. Quality signing, tough tackler. Lukaku might be going to Man U for 75 million. I'm pretty annoyed and tilted by that, because they were supposed to sign Alvaro Morata, and then we were trying to offload Diego Costa, and all of a sudden we're trying to offload Costa and we've not got a backup, it looks like. So I am a bit worried about that. Here comes Duncan on the attack. Ball comes out to Barani, who goes for a very tamed shot. They've made one last substitution, and it is Palombo, who we're going to just make sure he's closed down as well. I'm also going to make sure that the fullbacks are marked, because I just don't want them doing anything crazy. Right, Basta, I am slightly worried about Basta, but I don't really want to change anything right now. Have I got a midfielder that could come on? I've got Cannavaro, Di Michelis can play defensive midfielder. Right, I didn't know that. That does fill me with glee. Xavion, Mazzatelli could come on. We want to keep giving him game time. I'm just a bit wary about bringing him on at this stage. Let's bring him on support. I'm also going to put ZAPATA on a defensive midfield role. I'm also going to make sure that we're doing shorter passes. And I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to up the tempo if we are on the counter-attack. Just to see if we can get some quick passes off. I want to make sure we're controlling the ball. Short, quick passes. Hold on, I've got to answer the door. I said 10 minutes. I'm finishing up. Just finishing this game. Right. Still 4-2 up. Hello. What else are they saying? You don't rate Lukaku, goes missing too much. I don't. I rate him. Like, he's the kind of typical BPL striker that you want. He's very young. He's got a lot to learn still, and I think he can be incredibly good. And what he's done at Everton is very, very... it gives me... I think he's good, anyway. Is what I'm trying to say. Mourinho will get the best out of him. You know, you say that. He was at Chelsea when Mourinho didn't think he was good enough. So, you'll have to wonder. Right. Oh, God. No, don't let him shoot. Fabianski actually makes a save this time. Let's just calmly say concentrate. Because it's in that window of time where if we conceded another one, it can get very hairy. And I don't like that. Okay, I think now I'm going to bring on Mazzatelli. I'm going to bring him on as a ball-winning midfielder on... No, ball-winning midfielder on defence. It's a bit of a defensive formation, I won't lie to you, but... we're getting on with it. Right, we've got a corner. Politano is going to be taking this one. He's going to fly in. Kigarini heads it out. Duncan plays it back out to Politano, who's going to play one in, but no one's getting on the end of that one. Duncan, I think it's Trout's Kante. Duncan is a hero. He is literally Kante incarnated. Well, maybe... no, it can't be Kante's long-lost son. His cousin? Even though... yeah, anyway. He's a god. Right. They are playing it inside. I am a bit concerned maybe we're being dragged out because we're flying into these tackles. Just ride it out. Just ride it out. This is where things get a bit... sometimes you just got to keep... I keep changing things, and it might not actually do anything, but... yeah. Oh, well. It's easy playing when no one's watching, because if you make a mistake, it's like, oh, well, who cares? But if you do something great, then everyone is like, oh, I'm the best. I'm looking forward to next year's one. I want to do a nice little kind of noob start to West Brom, like, I guess help people who are proper newbie at the game and would like some help, or a little bit more of an in-depth on what it is I'm doing, because I don't have the time to edit fancy videos as much as I like to. I don't have it. I am a bit worried about Basta. I'm going to take him off. Do I bring on Nicholas Frey? Apparently he's got good morale, even though he hated the fact that I didn't let him go to wherever he's going. Let's bring on Nicholas Frey just for the last few minutes. I don't want him... that was a very meaty looking challenge. I don't want him getting sent off. So yeah. Oh god, he's offside, ref. No, apparently not. Sampdoria have got a bit of game. I don't know what happened to them in the first half, but... Nicholas. Okay, cool. We'll see that one out. Just go defensive now. Waste time, waste time. Shoot on sight. And we'll clear the ball to flanks. Yeah, it would help me, mate. I'm a decent FIFA player, but no good at FM. It's just... FM, honestly, it's one of those games. You just got to keep playing it. You've got to... I think the problem that people have with FM is they sign a lot of names rather than the stats, which is also something I'm still guilty of, and I think everyone's still guilty of. Because as much as you should take the stats into consideration, they can also mean absolutely nothing in a game like this. And what you just gotta... What am I trying to say? Players good teams to start with, even though it seems a bit pointless. They're not gonna, like, come off it. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. You just got to play as some of those better teams. Maybe, like, don't go as, like, Chelsea, who've got bags of money and are just gonna poo on everyone. And because if you play with a team that's too good, you're not gonna know whether it's you doing anything tactically brilliant or whether it's gonna be the game, you know, just being you have such a good team. I'm not explaining this very well. I'm very tired. It's been a long couple of weeks. So play as someone who's like, I don't know, Liverpool's quite a good one because they're not going to absolutely run away with things, but they are good enough that you could win with good tactics and you've got enough money to buy players in certain areas. You literally just got to play, and that's all I did, is just play and experiment, like try things out, try and notice patterns in the gameplay and how you should react. I'd also recommend playing comprehensive because I don't understand how people play with key. Because if you play with key highlights, you're only going to see really goals and the occasional miss that goes off by that much. And in the end, you won't know if your tactics are working out apart from looking at stats. And if you can't be bothered looking at stats, or you can't understand how the stats are going to help you, then you're just not really going to learn on what's good. Which is why I think doing yourself a favour and just taking your time to watch the games is actually very helpful, and that's why I would recommend playing comprehensive to anyone. But if you do get a team that's that good, you probably don't need to play on comprehensive because they'll just do whatever you do. Anyway, enough of that. I'm sorry it's only a short stream, and I apologise I won't get them out more often. I will hopefully stream on Monday, and I will hopefully stream on Wednesday of next week. One of them will probably be COD, one of them will probably be Football Manager. I don't mind doing a Football Manager episode of this every now and then, just to have some consistent content going out for it. I really wanted to stream the first game or so and show you guys what happens when I'm playing and all that, and I guess show you stuff. But anyway, if you want to see a actual gameplay, like you want to see an actual episode, then do let me know. If you haven't done, make sure you go back and watch the previous episode. It gives you a nice in-depth look at my transfers and the preseason stuff. And if you're coming onto this episode in the near future, you can probably watch the next one, which will be linked on some cards with fancy YouTube tactics and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you for coming out. If you haven't done, subscribe to the channel. Do follow me on Twitter as well. If you don't, for some reason, at the Trout91. The reason I streamed this today is because we had a poll up and everyone voted for Football Manager. I'll see you all later. Have a good evening. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you later.